frustration gratification. Who needs that? When are they ready for that? And why do they need that?
If a patient is in an introspective space, the frustration when you say, would it be better not to bring the muffin in, always leads to more talking. Because they know they're accessing unconscious, they're regressed on the couch. They can feel that you're going with them to a place they haven't been before. And that frustration, it's exciting. So, when I was young or a student and a patient resisted, I would just get, filled with tension. And the treatment service, destructive resistances they were so difficult. Now I live for them. I can't wait for a patient to have that change in the energy where I know that now we're going to explore, we're in a new place and we have something to explore. It's interesting, it's exciting, because I've had enough experience exploring and asking questions that I'm over the hump of practicing how you do that. And now I'm just interested in what the patient, should I give you a case to show you? I had a couple, and he was an analytic patient. He had a lot of therapy, and he was really looking into himself or what he was doing with his aggression. His wife was a pre-analytic patient. All she wanted to do was talk about the daughter and what to do with the daughter. She hadn't had much therapy, and she just wasn't, for a variety of reasons. And they came in for a couples therapy. And I did like a coaching thing with them. I said, well, let's talk about your daughter, then we'll talk about the tough spots that you get into. They had a tough spot where they always both get hijacked and lose it, and I said, well, when you're in that spot, that's the worst spot. Why don't you try saying different things to each other? They came up with different things. It was like a cognitive behavioral session. They loved this session, but guess what? It didn't do anything to help them, because these pre-edible problems, when you get hijacked like that, you don't have the capacity to be in that moment and help yourself. You need more analysis. So they came back for their second session and said, let's do more of that. We need more of that. We need more of that. But I was done with that CBT because I didn't want to waste my time with it. So since he's my analytic patient, I said to him, is there something in you that maybe doesn't want to be in a state of peace? Well, he gave me this deer in the headlights look. And she's nodding her head like, yeah, he doesn't want to help me out in these moments. She knew. And then I turned to her and I said, is there something in you that wants to keep stonewalling him when he's the basket case, that you keep walking away? Deer in the headlights. This was very frustrating, the exploration. They came back to their individual sessions and they both said, that was a horrible session. But guess what? They talked so much. And it opened up so much about whether they really wanted to get rid of the person or not, and they got in touch with impulses that analytic patients are willing to open themselves up to. It was incredible. So that frustration that they were displeased, they would have rather had what I call the CBT, cognitive behavioral, where we're mapping everything out and we're saying, well, let's try this and let's try that, and then we're using their... It felt good, but it didn't do anything. We know that as analysts. Eventually the patient gets tired of the coaching and whatever. They're going to get bored. And you'll see that shift in the transference, that they are dissatisfied. And then you can be more frustrated. You try it out.